See this look? This look right here is pretty much the only look a Bills fan can have after a 6-10 season. After 5 straight losing seasons. You can pretty much just... I'm not surprised, right? You know, they weren't good. Weren't a good team. Weren't probably supposed to be a good team. You know, using backups all year long. Whatever. Anyway, I'll get into that as we go on. But first off, I know if anyone's subscribing to these videos, I didn't put one up for like the last 6 or 7 weeks. That's because I was most of the time at home, back in Buffalo, where the internet is slower than it is here. So, couldn't get them up. Takes 5 times as long. It takes me an hour to upload these. Takes, 5+ hours to upload them back in Buffalo. Either way, I'm sorry. I'm going to try to do these every week. I might run out of things to talk about during the off season, but we'll see how it goes. So we're going to start pretty much by recapping what happened last year. There's a short story, right? Well, I guess it could be a long story, but if you don't like happy ending, if you like happy endings, this really isn't a story to listen to. Although I was pleased with the 30-7 win over Indy. They won in the snow. They picked off Peyton Manning. Sure, his guy fell down. Whatever. They played well. Played like an actual team. And, it was encouraging to see that. T.O. goes out. If T.O. sure as hell was thinking about maybe coming back, maybe a little bit, after that game and all that snow, there's no way. But I think we all kind of expected him to move on anyway. Either way, he scored a touchdown. He looked like he was having fun. Game was over. He grabbed a Bills flag and ran, back into the tunnel or whatever, back to the locker room. Before he did that, he ran all the way around the stadium and just high-fived every fan that was, up in the front row. It was pretty sweet. It was good to see him do that, but, he's just trying to land another 3-year deal and move on. Nice little signing bonus money. Bills won't give it to him. But if the Bills want to keep him, what I think most people are overlooking is they don't have to re-sign him. You could just tag him. Franchise tag the guy. Yeah, you got to pay him like $9 million. So what? It's an uncapped year. Ralph, you were going to pay a coach, which I'll get into in a couple minutes. You're going to pay a coach $7 to $10 million a year to come coach. I mean, and Chan Gailey certainly isn't making $7 to $10 million a year. So throw $9 million at T.O. Who gives a crap? It's only money. We're in an economic recession, but come on. Money was made to be spent, Ralph. It was made to be spent. Spend your life saving up all your money. What have you got? Rich kids. Come on. We don't need that. Spend it. Tag T.O. if you want to keep him. You got to pay him a lot. Isn't that productive? Maybe if you get a quarterback in there, he is. That's maybe another topic for another day. But season finishes 6-10. You get stomped on by Atlanta. That was Jesus' worst game ever I've ever seen in my life. I know Brian Braun played, but my God, there's no positives in that game at all, except T.O. got his 1,000th reception. What happened? Nothing. I was liking Perry Fuel until that game. And it was 4th and 3 on Atlanta's 37, and he punted with a 5-9 team. You're punting from 4th and 3 on the 37. The opponent 37. Come on the road. Just do it. You can't play field position game. Pretty sure Mormon punted in the end zone anyway. I was pissed off about that, but that's okay. It was a good win against Kansas City. I was at the New England game, and that was it was awful too. I mean, what happened? Why is that team, just worlds better than we are every time we play them? 13 times in a row. You think somebody might figure out the formula. You might get lucky from, things are going our way. Bang, we win. No, 13 times in a row. The only other team to do that currently is the Raiders. who Teddy Bruschi compared to us is the Raiders of the East. I hate him. I loathe Teddy Bruschi with a passion. I hate you, Teddy Bruschi. If somehow, some way, you say that, you watch this, your opinions are so slanted towards the Patriots. Even when you pick them to lose, you talk about how good they are. And I hate it. Teddy Bruschi, you should not work for ESPN. They treated you like God when you were in the NFL. And you're not. You were good for a while. You won Super Bowls. Congratulations. I don't want your opinion. And frankly, you probably don't want mine either. I'm not the only guy in the world that hates you. Pretty much all of Buffalo cannot stand you. But that's my Teddy Bruschi rant for 45 seconds, I guess. But going back to the Patriots, like what? How are they so unbeatable? I don't even want to watch the game next year. I hope to hell and back they put that Toronto game that I don't get season tickets to against New England. Because I don't want to go. I don't even want to watch the damn thing. I mean, it is just beating after beating. And this year we only lost by 7-1, which we're not going to go back to the Week 1 game because I already talked about that, and that was just abysmal. But, you know, it just boggles my mind. I can't get past it. I'm sorry. I know the Bills, they're not a good team. You know, if any Patriots fan ends up watching this or whatever, I know we're not a good team, okay? We haven't been for years. But you think maybe once in a while we would just get lucky against the Patriots or something. Because you guys just continually just beat us into the ground every year. So that's something that's got to, you know, be fixed moving into 2010. Moving on to the Chan Gailey era. Yeah, no Mike Shanahan, no. Mike Shanahan, you are hypocritical, okay? Mike Shanahan, oh, I don't want to come to Buffalo because I don't want to rebuild. Okay, so you go to Washington. Washington. Oh, they're not rebuilding at all. Jason Campbell, oh yeah, he couldn't hit the broadside of a barn with a football. Couldn't hit water if he fell off a boat. Okay? He's awful. I mean, you can call it what you call it, but jeez. They are painful to watch. Absolutely painful. So you go there. Over Buffalo. I mean, what's the difference? They don't have a quarterback. They have a defensive tackle and a running back. We have a running back. Get to know him. Fred Jackson, Co-College. Yeah. NFL Europe. He's the man. Enough with Mike Shanahan. I apologize to the Denver Broncos fans. But, pissed me off. Then there's Bill Cowher, who called up. He's just like, nah. $10 million? Nah. Like, who the hell wants this job? And then, like, oh my God. There was supposedly interest from Charlie Weiss. Nah. Offensive coordinator. Nah. I'd rather be an OC. Perry Fuel gets an interview for the job. Takes the defensive coordinator job with the Giants before the Bills job is filled. And then the Bills fill it with Chan Gailey. Don't even call Brian Billick Super Bowl winner. Don't even call him. Like, nah. Russ Brandon, you are just the man. Buddy Nix, oh, he is a character, isn't he? You know, I feel like I'm watching an episode of freaking Beverly Hillbillies when he's talking. And then we got Chan Gailey, who talks just like him. You go like this and listen to Chan Gailey and Buddy Nix, and you can't even tell who it is. They sound exactly the same. Anyway, I'm running out of time. Guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to get into Chan Gailey next time, I promise. More stuff like that. You know, go Bills. Free agency in a couple weeks. Hold it tight together, Bills fans. Don't jump ship. All right? See you guys next week.